Whatever level of motivation you need to get your GED diploma, we've got a pep talk that's right for you. Call 1-877-38-YOUR-GED or visit yourged.org for your pep talk and find free GED classes in your area. GED is a registered trademark of the American Council on Education, brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
TGIW. Welcome to the Be Inspired Radio Show, only on BeExposedRadio.com. I am your host, Miss Be Inspired.
This is the mother of truth, Baltimore's own magical Negro, your thug unicorn, your gangsta goddess, here on Gangsta Goddess Radio on BeExposedRadio.com.
Hey, there's my son. You've been in your room all morning.
Hey, Dad.
Hello, world. This is Tracy Jiggets, your resident gangsta goddess, and you are listening to Gangsta Goddess Radio on BeExposedRadio.com. We are in the studio live and in full effect. I'm feeling real good today. Just came in from a Baltimore Girls model call, so I got to see the ladies showing off and strutting and all that good stuff. So I'm here. I have the energy of Baltimore. I have the energy of the women, the gangster goddesses all over the land. So shout out to all of you out there strutting up and down the streets, because we the ones that make it happen. Now, Gangsta Goddess Radio, BeExposedRadio.com. You can call me. I know you want to call me. I want you to call me. 410-702-5657. I am in the studio today. I am not alone. I have a special guest, because I don't always let him in. But sometimes exactly. You said I too am America. Go ahead now. He said I don't send you in the kitchen. No, but what what has happened is, every once in a while I let a male in the studio because I have some questions that only the males can answer. So give it up.
Let me check.
You know what? Give it up for my co-host this evening, Nate Kauser, the host of The Artist Exchange. Yes. Say what's up.
How you doing?
See, when he does that voice, I'm just, you know what? I won't today.
She can't admit it, but she gets a tingle.
What? Don't tell all my business. They don't know me like that yet. Soon you all will know all the things that are Tracy Jiggets, the mother of truth, your thug unicorn, your magical Negro, your gangster goddess. And I am here today. I like to start the show with a little recap. I love this show, and I told y'all it's cheaper than therapy because I'm able to release some things that's pent all in. So I get to share them with you all. But it really has been a great week. Look, people, I am a mother. Yes, the mother of Truth. Truth is 2 years old. And I don't know if any of my goddesses out there are dealing with a 2-year-old, but I often find myself asking for help. And my prayer at night is, Jesus, be a nanny. If I can just get somebody in here. Yes, a nanny, because it is work. I didn't know. Now, I had my young person late in life. People popping them out at 20, everything goes straight back. They got the energy to run. But I feel like, so it is rewarding. Everybody, and I always said, when I see new mothers, I'm gonna tell them the truth, because ain't nobody tell me the truth. Everybody was, that's so beautiful. Oh, a new life. Oh, no, to hell with that. You should look me in my eyes and say, look, bitch, get it together. It's about to get real, and that's what I do to people. I'm not going to sugarcoat it with all this. Oh, fluffy. Oh, it's so. Oh no, this is some work, honey. I don't know how people do more than one. Shout out to the 2-timers. Yes, 3-timers, 4-timers. What are you thinking?
What do you not think?
Yes, and what is that's? So
But I think it's
say
difficult for each person, though. I think
it
each child
is.
is very different.
Well, and people say that, and they say one child would be very energetic, the other child would be laid back.
But that's a gamble.
I will never know. Let me say that. That's to all my one timers. Shout out, give me a call. Let me know. One time in and out. I can't do that no more. Yes, but I am thankful for the experience, and it has definitely changed me. But never. And they say
With a
you
smile
can't
on her
never
face,
say
though,
never. But no, this shop is shut down. Like, sorry, the store is closed. Like, I don't have no time. Don't
No
even
little
look at. I don't
girl,
even
no.
look at it. I need to look at it. But we'll talk about that later. I don't have time. So, to all my 2, 3, 4, 5 time mothers, I just think about the women in the past generations who was knocking
60s
them
and
out
the
like.
70s.
Whew. Okay, so that was my little venting session. But he is a joy. And we went swimming yesterday and we got our little life. Because, I can swim. We talked about sports a few weeks ago, but I'm not one of those black women that's like, no, not my hair. No. So I went swimming, got my life. My baby kicked his legs a little bit. He don't know what he doing. But through the joy of life preservers, he was able to float. And if you can just if you can get a good float going, it's all right. So Nate, tell me something that the black womaness that a black woman has done for you this week.
This week, well, I have two. I'm gonna sneak in a second one. One, my first niece, Diamond.
Hey, Diamond.
She was kind of like my first love, really. The first person I can ever admit that I loved. Her birthday is actually today. She's 13.
Hey, Diamond.
And I don't know if she gonna beat me up, though.
Oh, my goodness.
But I'm gonna say it anyway. My best friend, Jana, is expecting.
Congratulations.
I know she probably gonna hit me in my head, but I just couldn't contain myself.
Well, everybody don't know which one. Like, I know, but so you have a black woman in your life who is giving birth. So I need to sit her down and say,
get your life together.
Get your life, sister. I'm not even gonna smile. Somebody say I'm pregnant. I'm gonna say, wait a minute, I gotta talk to you.
That's why you said that, and then me saying this was like, okay.
I'm gonna tell her. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna tell her the truth, because it is not. You got that one moment once that baby come out, and it's like, oh, so cute, and after that, you ain't never gonna sleep again. I know how much I love sleep. All right, so that's it.
But I'll round it out with 3, and I'll have to say I have a lot of guy friends, but I have more. Do you say female? Somebody told me how to say female. Female friends, friends of the female origin.
Okay.
I say it like that. I guess that's better. I don't know. But
we living in quite a world.
It is. You can't say anything.
No.
But I've had a lot of women as friends who have been very supportive. I.e. Miss Jiggets, very supportive. I've never really made a lot of male friends easily. I think I'm a little too aggressive and strange for them. But
they don't do strange.
They don't do strange. But I have to say thank you to a lot of women in my life that are very supportive and encouraging and crazy. That balances my crazy.
Well, see, and that's what the Gangsta Goddess is all about, is that balance, because we have all these sides, all of these things working in us. And it is my job, because I have so many people living in me. Look, y'all don't never know who you might get. So today I am
they all don't let this lady fool you. They're all librarians inside of her. I lived with this lady for a brief moment.
Yes, remember that?
She is not. There are many sides of Miss Tracy that you're not ready for.
And I have lived all over this good city. Ladies, don't be worried because you're not where you want to be.
Yes.
Because it's a journey, and I am just learning to appreciate my journey so that when I reach my destination, if I ever get to my destination, it's that journey side. So you just said that, like, we used to be roommates, and that was a whole nother person.
Shout out to Stony.
Yes. Oh my gosh, y'all, I had a cat.
That wasn't a cat. I'm just letting you know. It was reincarnated as a cat.
I had a cat. His name was Stony. He was so
Stony.
Goodness, I miss Stony. And shout out to Robert Lee Hardy, who gave me Stony, who knocked on my door one day like, what? But that's what Black women do. Yes, the gangster goddess in me was like, I will love this cat as if it were my own. And I embraced this cat. Was a little scared to pet him. I don't know if that's how it's supposed to work. Like, I
think everybody who bad for the first time had the same feeling.
So I am learning and growing. So shout out to all the women out there that's just trying to make it on that every day, because it's no joke.
It's not.
So we started talking. So I'm going to go into it a little bit. I was talking to my mother, and one of the hot topics going on in this world is Bruce Willis. Is it Willis, the boss? I don't think that's Springsteen. That's his name. I said, Bruce. Who is Bruce?
That's
Willis?
why I was like, she going somewhere with this.
Who is Bruce? Oh, he's the actor. Okay. Bless my heart. So, not Bruce Willis. Bruce Springsteen was supposed to play in North Carolina, but North Carolina passed the bill that you have to use the bathroom of your birth origin. Yeah. So if you were born a female and you turned into a male, you still have to go to the male bathroom. But if you were born female, well, something anyway. If you didn't change something, you got to take it back to there, which means I'm a woman and I'm in the facility, and this man now, because he didn't change, you're going to send him in there with me. I'm going to be caught off guard. Yeah. Like, what are you doing?
And you don't want to get to a point where they're creating a fourth bathroom. That's
what they said they're going to do now. And a lot of people have just to open, just whoever you are, bathroom, just come on in. So what do we do with that? And I'm thinking, as a Black woman, and okay, Bruce, you decided to stand up. I'm not going to go to Norfolk. You're not going to hear my music. And my mother's like, she's so funny. Oh, shout out to Gloria Jenkins. Like, who cares? I was like, but people like Bruce, especially the white people like him. He is, he done some hits. Didn't he have that one, Uptown Girl? Is that Bruce?
No, I don't like that.
Lord, I don't. All right, we're gonna take it back.
Pop culture too. It's cool though.
No, that was so. All right, well, somebody call in. Look, call in 410-702-5657. Who sang Uptown Girl? I don't know. That's my song. And it was a cute little video. If you don't want to call, you can text me. Just send me a message. Drop me a line. 443-642-9403. Now back to this, because as this show is all about the Black woman's point of view. So as a Black woman, I have to personally, I am on the side of you have to do what you feel in your heart. You telling me what bathroom to use, and then it just gets so messy.
It does.
It's to me, it's another form of control, another form of hate. And it's using the laws, which the laws were used for many years to oppress, and are still used to oppress Black people or people of color in general. So now this is another way to say, I am in control of this. I only
get it on the level when children are using the same bathroom. And that's not to say that person's going to do anything to the child, but it's confusing. One of my earliest memories and going to the club was I was going into the bathroom, and you on your phone, and I looked up and I saw a lady. So I said, oh shit, I'm going in the wrong bathroom. So I went into the other bathroom that was right next door to it, and I used the bathroom. And when I came out of the stall, it was a lot of ladies standing and I was like, how the hell did this? Wait a minute. So it was, a transsexual had came out the bathroom, and it just, startled me. So I can only imagine what a child would think.
Yes.
So that's the only thing that I have an issue with. When it's like a single-use bathroom, I don't think it should be a problem.
Well, I agree with that. And I am in a place where you can understand that things are changing rapidly,
right,
and people are trying to hold on to their, what they know and what's comfort.
Right.
But we are changing. And as we move on, there is a time. So I think maybe just the single bathroom, and you go in by yourself and get your life. There was a show, what was that, Ally McBeal, when everybody used one bathroom and you come in, unless it's that type of situation, come one, come all. Otherwise, I say, you know what, Bruce, you got to stand for something, damn it. And if you willing to miss out on them coins, then you better go ahead and stand up for the rights. Look here, people. This is Gangsta Goddess Radio on BeExposedRadio.com. I am your resident Gangsta Goddess, and I am here to bring you all things Black womanist.
Yes.
You know why?
Yes.
Because I am a Black woman inside and out.
Let me see.
We will, not now. This is radio. But one day I will show you all sides to Tracy Jiggets. Call us 410-702-5657. Come right back. We're going to talk a little bit about interracial dating. Gangsta Goddess Radio.
And hey, everybody, check out what you missed on the one and only Be Inspired Radio Show.
I'm just thankful this year I've dealt with, some growing pains, and I've overcome some things, and I've also, accomplished some things in the process. I've learned some things. Like I've learned I learned that everybody loves your work until they got to pay for it. That's what I learned. That's what I learned. I learned everybody loves what you do.
Pay?
I mean,
not always.
Listen, the Bible says money answereth all things.
Well,
okay. And there is a place. There is a place where finances is necessary. And when you got kids and when you got a wife and then you doing everything and you top dog at what you do, especially when you weren't in the same place like with this radio show, you ain't in the same place you were a year ago. Should nobody be coming on the show and not donating to your show?
Can you say that on my show?
Should nobody be coming to your show?
Can you say that in the middle of the live?
Make that a promo, please.
Should nobody come on this show without donating?
That is a nice commercial.
I don't care if it's $20.
Donate.
Tune in to Be Inspired every Wednesday live at 7 p.m. right here on Be Exposed Radio.
The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange Live. The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange.
Because if they were poor in doing this,
it
would be outrageous, and we would be upset about it, and no one would want to watch it. So, I mean, I appreciate that. I mean, I appreciate the performances, but it's not. I don't know that it will stand the test of time. I doubt it, frankly.
So transitioning over into our topic for this segment, it's on the Broadway show Hamilton that has been getting some not so good press.
Oh, really?
Even though it has been awesome.
Right, I was gonna say
the show itself, but they have gotten into trouble because they are now expanding into like a traveling company because they're about to go on a road. So apparently they posted an audition notice or some audition notices, and it had non-white actors as what they were looking for. So this was an uproar, and actually somebody who spoke out was a gentleman. I'll get his name a little bit later. We'll bring him up later because he's actually a civil rights attorney, and he is actually filing suit because he thinks that is illegal. It's supposedly in New York, it's illegal for you to discriminate in that way. And I believe some of the issue is coming from as far as the union is concerned. They're not allowed to say anything. So it has to be an open audition, but you can get from this article, fusion.com. They actually wrote the article. Lawyers allege that a Hamilton casting call for non-white actors is illegal. In New York, supposedly it's illegal, but with the union, it's definitely not on the books to do that because it's discriminating against a specific person, even though most of the shows that you see on Broadway are all white, but they've never cast it as all white roles. You can say Caucasian person for this role or be very specific as to what the characters are, but they have eliminated. This story is about the founding fathers, but they have casted no white actors. Well, they have some Hispanic and some
awkward, but believe me, you'll live.
Learn more at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National High.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
TGIW, everybody.
Whoa. The moment my son saw a redwood tree
It's huge!
is the moment I knew that for him,
You can't even see the top of that thing.
even the sky has no limit.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go. Your moment is out there. Find it at discovertheforest.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
This is the mother of truth, Baltimore's own magical Negro, your thug unicorn, your gangsta goddess, here on Gangsta Goddess Radio on BeExposedRadio.com.
What's going on? Y'all like that voice? That's my smooth. That's my what's her name? That's my LaDawn Black.
You got to add a little throat with it. Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm tripping in here today. Okay, drinking nothing but alkaline water. Let me tell y'all that I'm on my alkaline tip.
I like
trying to get healthy as the gangster goddess. I'm just trying to make a difference in my life. Because sometimes I go into sugar overload. I don't know about y'all, but the sweets.
You feel it's a thing like your body needs.
I love it, but I got it honestly, so it's all good. So here I am in this world, and we were talking about old Bruce Springsteen. Didn't nobody call me to let me know who sang the song, but I'm gonna look it up. I got y'all. I'm gonna let y'all know about this. Uptown Girl is the name of the song. Who sings it?
I think that's
we were talking about how he was protesting and was not going to perform in North Carolina because of the bathroom issues. So we gonna move on because I feel like we both at the same, a single bathroom jump off or just a come one, come all. But I want to touch on this because you said something, Nate, that is important for me, for people to know. I understand protecting your children and saying, I don't want my child to walk in this bathroom and then this big burly man or woman comes in and they are startled and all of the, I'm with that. And that's why I say a single bathroom would probably work best for those times. The other side of that is please do not think that because someone has chosen a lifestyle different from yours, they are all trying to get your children. Like pedophiles is a whole different, that's a whole different can of tea. You hear me? So my perspective, my Black womanist perspective is to definitely protect the babies. I'm not saying don't protect the babies, but I'm also saying that a lifestyle change does not necessarily mean I am out to eat your children.
Right.
I used to watch True Blood, and Russell, when he got on, he said, "We're gonna eat your children." And then I love him though. Okay, so that was my little PSA. Like we have to decide because there are good and bad in everything. I know some straight people I wouldn't trust around my children. Let me say that.
I wouldn't trust around my mother.
Exactly. I don't want, it's a whole bunch of straight numbers that I don't want nowhere near nothing that I'm doing. So just being clear and being guided by the Spirit and taking people for who they are, not necessarily what they are. And that's how I feel about that. And I can. And if you got something to say about it, you can text me at 443-642-9403, or you can call me if you want to hear my voice. 410-702-5657. So, ladies, real quick, we're going to get into this topic before we move on. Another hot topic on the mean streets is Miss Black China and Mr. Rob Kardashian.
Albanian.
Now, I must ask you, is that number? What is he? He's not white. He's Albanian.
Yeah, he's Albanian. I think that's like Western European.
Well, he's telling me that we're going to cut before we get into that conversation.
We can come back
so we're going to come right back where we are going to talk about Black China and her movement, because she is out here and she's getting. I say, look, sis. Okay, but we'll talk about that. Oh, well, let me. Okay, we're going to talk about the strippers and all things good in just a moment on BeExposedRadio.com. We'll be right back.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Throw it up, throw it up. Throw it up, throw it up. Watch it all fall out. Throw it up, that's how we fall out.
Hello, hello, hello. It's your girl Mecca. Give it to you straight, no chaser. It's the Happy Hour radio show. It's the best day of your week. Your best 2 hours on a throwback Thursday, as it is. Right now, my co-host, Tina Yagani, she's going to be, joining me soon. Unfortunately, Twiz is not here tonight. So, Twiz, if you hear us, call in, let us know you're good. We're going to miss you, and we'll see you next show. The drink of the week right now, we're going to keep it simple because it's that type of week. We're going to do a rum and Coke. And how you do that is very simple. 2 parts rum, depending on your day, and a couple of splashes of Coke. Shake it up, pour it over ice. I prefer to drink mine with a straw because I'm a lady like that. And right now, we are going to come back to these after these messages.
Wait, can I ask you a question before we go?
Sure, engineer. Sure.
So what does ice do for an alcoholic drink?
Well, I don't know anyone that likes to drink their alcohol warm. It definitely makes it go down better. But I don't like too much ice. Mm-hmm. How do you like yours?
Usually when I have an alcoholic beverage, I like a little bit of ice.
Yeah,
I actually like the burn of the alcohol when I'm drinking it.
So you like your esophagus burned off, is what you say. And everyone, please, engineer, please introduce yourself and how can they find you?
Okay, my name is Robert. I'm the engineer of Be Exposed Radio. You can find me on social media, Instagram at Kioki, KIOKI_Udoku, YUUDOKU. And yep, you can find me in the same place on Facebook, Kioki Udoku.
Awesome. And look who came in the building finally. It's Tina on Color People Time. What's up, boo? Say something. Say hi to the people.
Hey, it's Tina Yagani. You can find me on Instagram at Persia_glam. Make sure you check out our show at the Happy Hour _show. And we're waiting for our DJ too. It was a little delay today. Sorry, guys.
And right now we have a wonderful guest. Please introduce yourself, what you do, what's your art. Let us know what's going on.
My name is CJ. I'm the owner of Stressed Out Gorillas Incorporated. We have a clothing line called Stressed Out Gorilla Gear. And that's pretty much my art.
Awesome. Okay. So I have to ask a question.
Yes.
And you already know.
I already know it's coming. I know. Come on now. I know it's coming.
Why the gorillas gotta be stressed out though?
All right, look. And every time I explain this to people, they pretty much they understand.
Right.
You know, fashion is always changing.
Right.
You know, it's kind of hard to keep up with fashion. I'm not a really big fashion person, but it is what it is. So I kind of just got tired of seeing everybody's line like, oh, we making money, we balling, you know, money this, money that, money bags, and I'm just like, what about the folk that got to pay bills?
Yeah,
you know,
that's a good point.
You know, what about the people that got kids and people that got, you know, struggling through school and graduating and this, that, and so I was like, well, hell, I'm stressed out.
Yeah,
we can't cuss on here, can we?
No, you can.
Okay, I'll just make it sure. I'm about to get loose with it.
Drop a couple.
I'm getting loose with it
Before I even get my rum and coke.
Okay. Well,
that's how I be. Straight
ready.
No chaser. That's Mecca.
I'm on Henny. I guess the turn up really, you know, about to happen. But yeah, so I just wanted something to you know, express what people are going through versus everybody. Because, man, I done hung with millionaires. I done hung with wealthy people. I done hung with poor folk. I done hung with in between. Everybody stressed out over something.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You can be the wealthiest
money
person.
doesn't have nothing to do with it. It does
nothing.
supposed to make it help a little bit, but you
still stressed. You still. I haven't met one person to this day that can tell me that they bought a car paid for. Right. Now you clocking bills.
This is the mother of truth, Baltimore's own magical Negro, your thug unicorn, your gangsta goddess, here on Gangsta Goddess Radio on BeExposedRadio.com.
That night was there.
Hello. Welcome back to Gangsta Goddess Radio on BeExposedRadio.com. You can call me at 410-702-5657 or send a text 443-642-9403. Nate, who sung the song?
Billy Joel.
Billy, okay.
Billy Joel.
Okay.
I can see how you could.
Okay.
Them. They're in the
so
same age
Bruce
range.
Willis.
Bruce Springsteen.
No, Bruce Willis is the actor, right?
There we go.
Did the Live Free, Die Hard, Get Your Life. Shout out, Bruce. And then Bruce Springsteen said, hell no. Let the people pee where they may, and I'm not coming to your town. Okay. And Billy Joel bust out on the scene with Uptown Girl.
There we go.
She's been living in that used to be my song.
Because he's a little popish.
Okay, when I was a young girl, you put that number on, and that long-legged white girl, I don't even know her name, but she comes strutting. Go ahead, y'all. Okay, so now that all of that is out the way, speaking of white people, but he's not white. He's Albanian.
He's Albanian.
Okay, so
we see him as white. The world sees him as the banks see him as white.
The banks. I know that's right. The banks. So I am here because I've been watching OJ, The People versus OJ.
Oh yeah, his family's
and his family's all up in there. So I'm getting the information piece by piece, but now I find that probably the world
at this point.
The Kardashians have a problem with their brother being with this black woman.
Well, I think because of how it's all connected, because Black China is best friends with Amber Rose.
Okay.
Who is Kanye's ex-girlfriend.
Yes.
And then Black China's baby father is dating Kylie, the little sister.
That's why they say he gonna be the uncle to his own child. Oh, this is the stuff. Stories are made. Who is write this down? This is something. So the world is in an uproar, and what they have found is that since he has been with this black woman, this piece of black woman, who I'm very mad. This is a side note. She has been too nuts, and they are calling it this new hairstyle. Like she did something.
They were called the what's the designer? Because he did it in his fashion show last.
Season. Get off my nerve. See, that's what I mean.
The cornrows too.
That's why we need to be here, black woman. That's why we have a voice, because they taking everything we do and turn it into something. Oh,
but they making it professional because they're wearing them to work because that's a style now and it's acceptable. But when we used to wear cornrows, it was unprofessional. And can you please take that out of your hair? It's not presentable.
So, and that's the dilemma. Oh, help me. So we are here with this black woman who has taken this Albanian man as hers, and people have something to say, which definitely leads me into the interracial dating talk. Because it is, we still live in a world where people are upset by who people choose to love.
Yeah.
Now, I say all of that and I talk big, but I can honestly say a little piece of me dies when I see a black man or a black woman with specifically a white or let's say Caucasian. Let's get it together. Caucasian. I can definitely say, and what surprises me, I'm not to the point where I'm a protest or where I'm going to roll my eyes at you all, or I'm not going to do anything. And it's not even because I feel like you taking what's mine. But I think that I think what happens is sometimes the lines get blurred, and it's like, whose side are you on at the end of the day? But then you have the people who say, well, why do I have to choose a side? Because this is who I am and this is who I choose to love. But I always think, and I don't know why, but if the race war or if something went down, like you had to choose,
where would you go?
Exactly. But then they say we're running into a place where that's not even going to happen because there's so many mixed babies coming around, so they can identify with both sides. Well, to that I say that there's nothing new under the sun. There have been mixed babies. Massa was mixing babies before it was even cool. So let's not even so if it was going to take over, it would have.
Well, they just know it's more acceptable now.
Okay, it is.
For you to have an interracial child.
Because the Lovings, that's the show, The Lovings, they had to go to court and they had to fight their case, and people, and even now today, I know when people see it, they face anger and they face discrimination just because of who I choose to love. So I don't think anybody needs to be discriminated against. I don't think that's the way to handle it. But I will say, as a black woman, if I'm being honest, and I told myself if I'm going to be on the radio, I might as well tell the truth. And the way I feel, like I cringe a little inside. And I specifically know black men or black women who I feel like are the end all be all when it comes to culture, knowledge, and they are out there fighting for the people. Like I see them fighting for the people and I get real pumped. And then it's like, come to my house for dinner. And it's like, oh, can you meet my husband, Johnny?
Yeah. John.
Yes, John. I know Johnny. Yes, it would be John. And I am taken aback. I am clutching my pearls because I thought that you. And what is
some of our leaders? That's
what they do.
Have.
Yeah. So it just makes me wonder, like, what is your motivation behind that? Because if you're saying we got to keep this culture and I need to show love and let my culture know that I love them, but John has my heart. Dun, dun, dun.
It's been a lot of cases recently. Vanessa Williams, her third marriage is to a white man. Tyra Banks is engaged to a white man now.
They just had a baby.
Yeah. So there is a lot of it going on, and now it's so acceptable. But I think a part of us is still, it cringes because we don't want that person. But it's something like, why are you doing this based on everything that's happened or is happening right now? Why would you choose that type of relationship?
And if we are to build, what are you building? Like, how do we define what we're fighting for? And it's a very thin line, because I know that you have your people that are going to say love is love. And even as far back as the abolitionists, there's always been people of other races that have been willing to help and jump in. And I know you can't help who you love. Look, if you look at somebody and they make you all pulsate and stuff, But for me, child,
but
it
is
is
the
really
as a black woman, is it anger because you know why some of them choose women outside of their race, opposed to that's just the person they love? Because I think we're more accepting to certain people. Like if somebody like Tina Marie, we know, oh, because she got a little soul.
Okay.
Or they like, this person because they got a little soul. But if you know they're dating that other person because they're done with black women or they're done with black men, I think it stings a little bit more. And that's what we look at when we see those type of relationships out in the streets.
Okay, because I do know black men who have decided that the black woman is not for them. The black woman is too much trouble. Like we come with all of this. Is almost like the warnings on the medication, like maybe known to cause headaches, might smack you upside your head, like all of these things. But I feel like black women get that charge and no one talks about how we got there. And black men as well. But no one talks about the issue or the situations or the circumstances that make us this way. Because yes, black women have to be, all throughout a history, I have to be a little more aggressive. That's that gangster goddess thing. Like we live for years still under so much oppression. So we have to come, and we do expect things from men. And yes, sometimes it is hard for us to play the role of the submissive. Yes. And so I know that when men want that submissive role, when they want someone who is going to listen, and it's a running joke, you got you somebody that's going, you come home, make you a sandwich, as opposed to drilling you about where you been and who's this bitch and who done called you and so forth. So I do understand, but I will also say that you do yourself a disservice if you have put all black women in one category, because there are some that have that side, but there are some who will make you a sandwich with no problem.
But I think it's and hearing you say that, I hear the miscommunication, because black men would say, I don't want you to be submissive, I want you to be supportive. And I think it's the same argument. It's just looking at it two different ways. I don't mind you being aggressive. I actually like that. But I just want you to be more supportive in your aggressiveness and not just barking at me. That's what I've heard from like men who choose white women.
Also, can I just interject that?
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, tell us.
It doesn't matter who I am. Isn't it possible that they just decided that they only could date one person at a time?
No, because some of them still dating multiple people that.
So it's multiple. If you're a black man, it's multiple white people, or is it multiple people of every race?
I think it's a little bit of all of it, in my opinion.
I think that's a problem with our community, that once you see some black man or black woman with a white man, that you automatically think that they are dating just that one specific race.
Some of them are, though. When I say, and I know it wasn't like just haphazard. When my grandmother passed, I have 8 uncles. And when I say each and every one of them have brought home a white woman, some of them had babies with them now, some of them want to get married to them. And I knew it was only because she wasn't there. So it's something that they wanted, but for some reason, everywhere you turn, that's the relationship that we see. And it's because I think it's pop culture and it's just seeped down into habit. And now I've been looking at that white ladies, but now I can bring her outside with me now.
I guess my interjection into this conversation is, why not?
And that's what I said. A lot of people are going to say love is love. And if you find someone that, makes you happy, then you're going to reach out no matter what color, what race they are.
Because I would date an Arabian. It just can't be a terrorist.
Okay, all right. Well, that's what you
Makes
put on the
sense, right?
application. Please, if you are a terrorist, check here.
Right.
Yes. And you
Right.
say, no, I can't be
No,
with you.
you
I'm
can't be-
sorry. We have
no.
differences. But I am in
You
a
can
place.
be a refugee, but we're going to have to
Yes,
get that
I'll
background
help
check.
you. I will help you, refugee. Please come to BeExposedRadio.com, refugees.
You're
So
just going
no,
to have
I
to get
am.
that background check.
I feel like when we talk about from the Black woman perspective and the gangster goddess situation, I was saying that it is interesting that it is that Black woman or that Black man that is all about Black power, my people.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I love y'all. And then you turn around and they dating somebody that looks nothing like their people. And to me, if you were talking about building your community, my thing is.
But why does Black power have to be so divisive? Oh, that's me. I'm going to have to take a
Oh,
second.
I thought that was a musical interlude.
Maybe that's Arabian.
Were y'all ready for a musical interlude? So what's happening is I feel that there is a certain imbalance. That's like me saying, I hate pork, but then
Right.
you see me turn around and I'm eating the pork chop. There is something different. Like I'm gonna tell you, I want to build this nation of non-pork eaters, and we're gonna live life like this. But then every time you go home, you're making a shoulder. Ain't that what they call it? A pork shoulder? I don't know nothing about it. I don't eat no pork, but
Or you
that
reading them
is-
Three Little Pigs.
Exactly. So it just speaks to it makes me wonder your intentions if this is what you put
I
out
just don't
into the
understand.
streets.
Before my rude phone call came through, why does Black power have to be so divisive? Because it's supposed to be uplifting. If you're Black powering it, you're supposed to be uplifting. But where are you moving to this Black power to if you're not going to open yourself up to other cultures?
Well, because part
You
of the
gotta
issue,
have power,
well,
but you go, who you showing your power to? You can't just show it to everybody that's Black.
yeah, but
Who cares?
at this
If we
point,
already Black, who cares?
But at this point, the problem is we're not unified. So I think part of the subconscious in us right now is why we still cringe is because we see
But to want power is to want to show it to someone. And if you're not showing it to someone, who really cares about your power?
Yeah, but in my mind, I think we need to be unified before we go out into the world. And
But who are you unifying? Just the Black people? That ain't fair. This is a world of everybody. And you unifying within your own culture, you just being more divisive. Why are you segregating yourself? That's what we tried to fight against in the 60s. I'm just saying.
But we're not unified as a people. So I don't have an issue with people dating outside their race, but it does sound strange to me when you are the heat and the fire and the argument talking about the difference between white power and Black power, and then you bring your wife or your husband, you like, well, so you already cured of this problem, and you just try to get the rest of the world on the table. So that's what it sounds.
Who, the person that's saying the Black power?
Yeah, because a lot of them are preaching something totally different, and then they bring this person along, and you like, I don't have a problem with her, but that don't sound like what you just told me to do.
Because I'm not on the side of the Black power.
Well, I would like to say, if I might jump in as
It's your show.
the Gangsta
I think
goddess,
you should.
I would like to say, I understand what you're saying.
We got to stop being on the same show together. This was
How does this happen? I don't know. So, but I would like to say, when you speak about Black, oh my,
see,
I'm going to give y'all some Black power information, and we're going to dig a little deeper into this because I'm hot and I got some things to say. So I want to thank Monny from Talk Lately, BeExposedRadio.com, Nate from the Artist Exchange on BeExposedRadio.com. I am your Gangsta Goddess with Gangsta Goddess Radio on BeExposedRadio.com.
What are the...
Only in the forest can you see this. But nothing beats the moment you see that. Cool! That's your child's eyes opening up to a world of possibilities.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go. And you might just see this. Visit discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Check out this flashback on Gangsta Goddess Radio Show.
We know how you came about. We have write-ups and so forth. And the people that come after that, okay, yes, I inspired you, so acknowledge it.
Right.
When
And
you do a, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I was just going to say, it's a little more difficult for the natural born raw artists. Okay. And the academic artists, they know a lot more than us natural born raw artists. So they could easily get in spots and galleries and newspapers and magazines and everything, where I'm not in the academic part of the artist scene. I'm just a natural born chick doing my thing. And when the academic ones are able to form groups to identical to the group that I have, and I see them getting all these opportunities, I'm bothered. I'm really bothered. So we are not the Balti girls. BALTIGURLS. That's not me. Look for Baltimore Girls by Safiatu. That's what you want to look for, blazing through the city in these next spring and summer 2016. The Baltimore Girls. Straight like that.
For this and more, be sure to tune in to Gangsta Goddess Radio Show every Tuesday from 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock, right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
You listening to BeExPosedRadio.com.
Throw it up, throw it up. Watch it all fall out. Blow it up, blow it up.
This is the mother of truth, Baltimore's own magical Negro, your thug unicorn, your gangsta goddess, here on Gangsta Goddess Radio on BeExposedRadio.com.
You think like an Asian or?
I don't want it. Hey, welcome world back to Gangsta Goddess Radio on BeExposedRadio.com. We are here. People, call in 410-702-5657, or you can text me at 443-642-9403. I am here. And I am joined by two wonderful people with shows on BeExposedRadio.com that I really think you all need to check out. But while we are here, we are back and we are talking all about dating outside of your race. Specifically, we are giving the Black woman's perspective to dating outside of your race. Now, I told the world that me personally, I'm not about that life. And I'm not saying that I won't walk out of here today and the smoothest white man in the whole wide world might pull up. And I might even think about it, but something inside of me just will not let, I don't know. So God bless those who do. I'm not mad at you, but you had posed a question before as far as Black power and why would we exclude and make it so, like, who are we showing our power divisive to? So I want to say that every culture has their celebration of their inclusion of just them, where there may be some other people in, but it is understood that this is our thing. I think that's everywhere. I feel like when Black people do it, all of a sudden it's a problem. All of a sudden you rallying and why can't we? Everything isn't going to be all exclusive. Now, we fought for civil rights. And many people know that I've said that the segregation, when they wanted to fight against segregation, I feel like that wasn't thought all the way through. But I know what they were thinking at the time, because I believe before segregation, outside of the violence, because that's what needed to be illegal to me. But outside of that, when you have Black communities that are thriving on their own, and you have people coming together, and there was Black power, but those things were destroyed, because it is, whenever we are out doing us, is always that, well, why y'all gotta? And that's what I don't understand, because I feel like the purpose for Black power is to unite and show pride in the fact that you are Black. Now, if you choose to mix that with somebody else over there, or if you choose to, so I don't look at it as excluding, I look at it as including, and including us. And like I said, there is, every culture on this world has something
So
that's
when you
just
say
them.
including us, you do mean including everybody.
No, I mean including Black people.
Right.
So if everybody wants to join,
that's my problem.
But do you go to the Greeks and say, stop this Greek festival, stop your power
I'm not
together
talking about,
and
but
include
when you
me
take it to
in?
festivals and everything like that, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that in our culture, we have a stigmatism where we want to exclude people. And it's not just us. It's not just our culture. I'm talking about all cultures that do this.
That's true.
As far as the KKK goes as well, they want to exclude others that are not white from enjoying whatever they have going on.
But real quick, I think,
and sometimes you might have people that fit in that same category that don't like somebody else. But just speaking on behalf of the KKK.
Us specifically, it is about our history has always been wiped out. We have never had a voice at the table.
Right.
So I think for us, it's more so let's get us
table?
together. At the
America's table,
at the world's table, for that matter, we've never had a real voice as far as being African Americans.
Right.
So I think us here is always been about let's let our voice be heard. We need to be together, so that will automatically exclude other people from the conversation, so we can get our agendas out there and across. That's just
just the Black community. It's not being inclusive into all communities, bringing everybody together to make one voice.
No,
it's just got to be the Black voice that needs to be. That's not being heard.
But like she just said, if you go over to the Greek side, they have a strong history. If you go over to the Hispanic
Asian,
side,
you don't have
but you don't have a strong history.
We don't. Our history is supposedly it started here with slavery. So when we're taught about
your American history started here.
And that's the basis of who we are as a people. So we can then connect ourselves to Africans, but they don't necessarily connect us all the time. They know we're all the same person, but we really don't have a history to go by.
So I feel what both of you are saying, but it is definitely my thought is it's okay to come together, but you have to get you together first. So that's just like saying me as a person, like I'm a Black person and I want to mix with everybody, but if I'm not okay, and if I don't know the things that I need to know, and if I don't have the people who I need to support me, supporting me, then I'm not going to mix well with anybody else anyway. And I think that's what's happening. So I'm not saying move elbows, get out my way, you're not Black. But I am saying, let me talk to this person who comes from where I come from, who has a connection to where I come from, and then we can come over and talk to you.
How do you change the person's perception if into wanting to listen to that?
What person?
Because not everybody wants to be all Black power. Let's fight this battle. I'm one of them. That's not like, no, I'm not fighting your battle. I can't fight your battle. I can't hold you down like that.
But it's not it's our as a Black people. That's the difference.
But I'm talking about me. But say, for instance, it's you two in the Black power, and I'm the third person you're trying to recruit. I don't want to goddamn hear it.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
But so let me ask you this. Yes, I'm busy. Okay. So now my question would be,
I mean, but I support you, but I can't be.
Well,
like,
no, you don't
running down the
support
street
me
with
if
the
you just
harpoon.
said, look, now you can't have it both ways.
Like, no, I support you from a distance. Say, for instance, you came and asked me for $1 to support
You
your
would give me $1.
I'll give you the $1, but
Okay,
I'm not going
okay.
out passing cards for you.
I have more to say. Please stay tuned. Gangsta Goddess Radio.
Well, that's the day I'm going to be gone.
Jacqueline.
Yes, Mom.
I want out this flashback of the Artist Exchange radio show on BExposedRadio.com.
So we're gonna get a little bit into the album with Miss Amira and learn the basis of it, the Banji soul of it all.
Yes.
So let us know, first of all, what is Banji soul?
Banji soul is basically just real. It's real soul. It's real. It's not cut down. It's not watered down. It's, you know, how as hot as it came off of my mind and my heart. That's what it is. And a lot of the times I get a little tangy, you know, tangy, banji, ratchet, whatever, how you like to put it, classify it. But I like to say banji, you know, because I'm classy.
Banji is a little classy.
It's a little classier. That's got your pinky up. You got your pinky up with that.
Okay, we got to keep the bees, the bougie, the banji.
Yeah.
Right.
So she's created her own lane, Banji soul. So let us know what how that is covered in the album that released on the 9th of this month, right?
Yes. Well, I did it to a number of industry tracks, including like the Beatles Come Together, and I did a Lindsay Lohan joint. You remember the Confessions of a Broken Heart?
Okay.
And a lot of stuff I aimed to like change the theme that was originated, or just to. It was my therapy.
Okay.
It was my therapy.
So that's why this is a mixtape.
Yes.
Okay, because you did a lot of remakes. Okay, I got you. The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live.
The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange Live. The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange.
Because if they were poor in doing this,
it
would be outrageous, and we would be upset about it, and no one would want to watch it. So, I mean, I appreciate that. I mean, I appreciate the performances, but I just, it's not. I don't know that it will stand the test of time. I doubt it, frankly.
So transitioning over into our topic for this segment, it's on the Broadway show Hamilton that has been getting some not so good press.
Oh, really?
Even though it has been awesome.
Right, I was gonna say
the show itself, but they have gotten into trouble because they are now expanding into like a traveling company because it's about to go on the road. So apparently they posted an audition notice or some audition notices, and it had non-white actors as what they were looking for. So this was an uproar, and actually somebody who spoke out was a gentleman. I'll get his name a little bit later. We'll bring him up later because he's actually a civil rights attorney, and he is actually filing suit because he thinks that is illegal. It's supposedly in New York, it's illegal for you to discriminate in that way. And I believe some of the issue is coming from as far as the union is concerned. They're not allowed to say anything.
This is the mother of truth, Baltimore's own magical Negro, your thug unicorn, your gangsta goddess, here on Gangsta Goddess Radio on BExposedRadio.com.
Hello, and we are back. Welcome to Gangsta Goddess Radio with your resident gangster. I am Tracy Jiggets, the mother of truth, your thug unicorn, your magical Negro, and I am here on BExposedRadio.com, where we talk all things Black womanist, Gangsta Goddess Radio, and what. So I am here, and let me tell y'all, we are talking the whole race and dating, which has spilt over into a whole new discussion. So as I jump into, and look, Monty is trying to, let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen, when people just busting your show real quick,
it's hard to shut up though.
Look,
when you ain't been on the air in 2 weeks.
So I need you to know, because I was going to make a point. And just recap what you said before we went to break.
I can't remember.
Okay, so I'm going to recap it for you. But if I do something wrong, tell
I'll
me.
speak up.
The word on the street was Monty felt like he was not going to be, he can't fight the battle, the pro-black battle with you. He will not march down the streets. He will not, he's tired and he's not for it.
If you see me this last summer, I did not walk in any of those marches. I met y'all at the end and I passed out flyers for my business.
He met us at the end and passed out flyers for his business. And if we asked him for $1, you said you would give $1 to the cause. Okay, you would give $1, and that's it.
Homeless man.
So, okay, so the blacks and the homeless have now fallen into the same category. I'm glad to know that. So I hear that, and ladies, if you're asking, yes, this is I say black, you say African American.
I say black.
Are you say black too? Okay, so this is a black man. We are all black folks up in here. And except for our engineer, but we are here. And when I hear things like this, a little part of me is sad.
Why are you sad? I've overcome.
Sad. Yes, for overcoming. I am sad because
friends with everybody. I know Chinese people. I know black people. I know white people. I know Arabian people. I know Indian people. I know Native American people. I am multicultural. I have no qualms against anybody unless they have a qualm against me. But that becomes a personal battle, not a battle for the black race.
Now, listen, I know all of those same people. And I am friends with those same people.
But you want the black people to come into unity.
Go out
I can't fight that battle.
And
if you
talk
can't
to
unify
those
yourself
people,
when you got 6 kids. And
oh, no, you didn't. Oh, we about to have a battle up in here. Let me tell you about the black people. No, what happens is,
I'm ready to fight. I ain't been on the radio in 2 weeks.
What happens is, that is what happens within the black race, is that we have those that, yes, I am black. I do identify as black, but I will not be a part of this battle. And I think the first thing that I have to address is the word battle or the word fight. Because it's not necessarily, I don't see it as a fight.
But that's how it comes off.
Now, I do understand that sometimes it is, we are battling. And I think it comes off like that because they are definitely serious things happening. And those serious issues happen to people because they're black. Now, if it was because this person, a personal issue, that would be something different. But when it's because you're black, and black people are saying, hey, we don't have to take this. We can come together. And see, that's why I said it doesn't have to be a battle, because they're saying we can come together and police our own neighborhoods. We can come together and provide something for your 6 kids to do. We can come together and create our own so that we don't have to go to anybody else. Now, we can still be friends with them down the street, but we don't need them. And we're in a place right now where we need them because the community and us stepping up for ourselves is not happening. And I think that's because we have people who are like, oh, that's y'all battle to fight. You done put yourself in this situation, not paying any attention to the years of oppression, discrimination, laws, everything that has put you there. Forget all that. You're there now.
Well, I'll say this because that's not where I was coming at from my perspective. Not that I'm not. How do I want to say this without sounding ignorant?
That's a question.
Excuse me. I don't know. Continue.
Okay.
I'll bring back.
So,
when I
and
catch
this
those
is for
words.
everyone. Call in.
He is tongue-tied.
I wasn't
tongue-tied.
talking about. I didn't want to sound ignorant.
He doesn't want to bust out
exactly
on the radio just
there's
yet.
something that's going to be real precise to what you just said, but I don't have it all together yet mentally.
Okay, so call us, people, if you want to be a part of this discussion, 410-702-5657 or text at 443-642-9403. I am a believer that we are people who we are more than capable of overcoming. But I do believe that years and years of abuse, mentally, there's a lot of work to be done. And I say our people and I say Black people because there are many problems that are specific. And sometimes I say brown people, like people of color, period. They go through a different experience than you're white, than you're Asian. Like I put the Native Americans in there too. So we have all dealt with this oppression. And when it's time to stand up for us and say, no, I know why we're hurting. I know what's going on. And this is what I am going to do my part, as opposed to y'all messed up, y'all over there. I'm friends with all these other people, so I'm good. But I'm not saying exclude everybody and say you can't be, oh no, I only talk to Blacks. No, that's not what I'm saying at all. Because you need other people. But you do have to get your house in order first. And as a Black person, African American person.
Here's what it is.
Okay.
My point of view. I just hate that we're still divided by color.
I agree.
I think that's one of our biggest stepping stones that we're not going to get out of until the technology age takes over, and then it's no longer we have to deal with each other so closely.
Everybody will be a sim
or something. And once you finally see that person that you haven't seen in a long time, it's like a brand new person. This is like, oh, you're human. And we just don't seem to want to get there. Everything always seems to come back around to race, even throughout having a Black president or whatever the case may be, getting some Black Congress people or whatever the case may be. We can't see beyond that because we always expect for those people in those higher positions to trickle down affect what happened to me because they're there. Oh, I don't no longer have to work hard enough to get to where I want to be because the Black president's there.
Okay, so you're saying that Black people can sometimes slack off? Because yes, I definitely say sometimes, because again, when you say I know the Asian, I know good Black people, I know lazy Black people, I know the lawyers, the doctors, the clergy, all of those, but I also know your dope boys, your all of that. So I have all of those sides. So I know it's not everybody. And again, to lump them all like you're this,
no, I was
you're
just
that.
questioning the sum.
Yeah, so a few. I'll even take it to a few.
No, I wanted you to increase that.
No, I'm taking it down a few, because what happens is, again, it is paying attention to what's behind the problem. See, we're taught to see, okay, they're lazy, they're doing drugs, they're doing this.
Can you give me an example of what's behind the problem?
Yes. My first example was going to be, we have a lot of Black people who abuse drugs and alcohol. Yes. So let's take away the ones who were let's take away the ones who were used up in our many wars of the United States and came back home and did not receive the welcome that their white counterparts received. So let's say we have a whole bunch of people who are mentally ill because they fought for their country so they could be a part of it.
Right.
But now they have to self-medicate to get themselves together, which and that has trickled into, now I'm addicted. Now I have gotten this person addicted, and it goes on from there. I will put example of, I can't drive to Towson or many of these places and there be a liquor store on every corner. Because they have associations and their group of people that have come together They didn't say I couldn't be there, but they came together to protect theirs and said, no, this is not what we will have. But yet people know that they can come into the urban, the poor communities, and I can do whatever I want.
Those
basically
same people who have said not in my neighborhood.
Exactly. But I'm going to come into your neighborhood and I'm going to do it. So I'm going to make this easily acceptable. And you can say, oh, well, you got free will, you got choice, you don't have to go in that liquor store. But again, I'm talking to the people who are self-medicating, who don't know anything else, because the opportunities that are afforded to those other people are not afforded to them. They don't have those same things. I can go to any other county and the rec center is open all night long and they engage their children around. It's not the same. So that's why I say understanding that there are problems behind the problems. So yes,
yeah,
Susie,
but there's an underlying to that too. Just to off that example that you just showed, just used with the recreation centers. Recreation centers operate off of coins. If there's only 2 children in there because the rest of them decided to go be like their counterpart, you can't blame the recreation center for closing. They have no one to operate to.
The chicken
and that was a lot of the results of what happened to our recreation centers. There were no one in them. You have to actually accept that there were not a lot of kids in attendance.
The children were there. It was no funding being funneled down to them. And the argument has always been...
attendant. If you look at the record, I agree with you. Some of them were like that. I do agree with you. Some of them were like that. But a lot of them, the attendance was not there.
Because the basketballs were flat. They couldn't get these basketballs.
They took down the hoops.
Right, they took down the hoops.
They took the water out the pool.
Right, they took the water out the pool. It was nothing there for them to do. So we go to go out and play like we always play. We go do some hood. We go get a jump rope from off somebody's clothing line and make that. Because there's nothing going on
here.
You
have to admit that a lot of those things were not the case too. It's a good and a bad situation.
And if that is the situation, then I charge the community to get out and engage those young people to bring them in. But if everybody's saying, oh, well, shut them down, y'all hood, y'all did that, then again, that's where the fight for ourselves come in, as opposed to I throw my hands up. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Gangsta Goddess Radio on BeExposedRadio.com. You can join in the fun. Call us at 410-702-5657 or text. You can text me 443-642-9403. Gangsta Goddess Radio. We'll be right back.
Are you thinking about getting your GED diploma? Well, here at the GED Pep Talk Center, we've got a number of pep talks that can motivate you.
Sometimes things don't always turn out the way you want them to.
You know that feeling? People look at you and don't believe in you.
You want some gentle encouragement.
Then you're on your way to your GED diploma and a better life.
But I know they're probably just a little bit nervous.
You can find it in yourself to take that first step. You can improve your future. You can do this. I know you can.
You need to start pushing yourself.
Now get your game face on and take the first step towards a better life. Hurry up. Don't make me repeat myself.
Whatever level of motivation you need to get your GED diploma, we've got a pep talk that's right for you. Call 1-877-38-YOUR-GED or visit yourged.org for your pep talk and find free GED classes in your area. GED is a registered trademark of the American Council on Education, brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Hey everybody, check out what you missed on the one and only Be Inspired radio show. Our topic tonight is Spirit of Thanksgiving. And I have in the studio with me my husband, Titus James. Woo.
Titus.
Hello.
Titus James.
Titus. We up here.
This man.
We like off the chain because we not, it's right before. I can say it's right before a holiday. Nobody, when you at work, nobody's. Everybody's thinking about that plate they're gonna get and their take home plate.
Right now, people are mapping out their the logistics of like the houses that you go to, because there are some houses that you go to for breakfast in the morning.
Right.
That's just me.
Right.
And then there are houses that you go to early. Like Brandy Mom, she likes to get you in there early, so that's like 3:00.
That's early.
Yeah, that's early.
For some people,
But then,
her aunt and uncle, they have Thanksgiving at 12 noon.
So
Yes.
getting brunch.
Yes.
It's full dinner. It ain't brunch. It's macaroni and cheese.
Yes.
Do they go out after?
12 noon.
Do they go out after?
Sometimes, nope.
Oh, they want you to leave?
No, they sit there, they eat, they like
Talk.
play games, talk. That's it.
Well, I guess it's better than having it at night, because then it's late. And,
Yeah, you be sleepy all day. Because you sitting there, you eating all day.
And then the
That's
game
how
come
my aunts are
on.
in Virginia.
Uh-huh.
They start early in the morning with waffles and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But the waffles don't start all the way straight through dinner. They still making waffles. Frying fish all day long.
Laugh that loud.
But then there's everything else in there too, turkey and all that the regular stuff. But they frying fish and making waffles all day long.
They never stop. Making
It's like fish, waffles, it's fried potatoes, all kinds of stuff.
What
all
happened
day
to the
long.
rest of the Thanksgiving food?
That's what I'm saying. No, all of that is
That's
there.
there.
But the special part about it is that everybody's coming because they want to eat a piece of fish
Oh, okay.
or they want a waffle.
Oh, okay.
So you be there all day long. You eat your waffle, your fish, and then you go and sit down somewhere and you play games and stuff. And then you come back later on if you want another waffle. Got the iron's hot.
They just keep it going.
Tune in to Be Inspired every Wednesday live at 7 p.m. right here on Be Exposed Radio.
This is the mother of truth, Baltimore's own magical Negro, your thug unicorn, your gangsta goddess, here on Gangsta Goddess Radio on BeExposedRadio.com. Hello, world. Hello. We are live and in full effect here on BeExposedRadio.com. My name is Tracy Jiggets, Baltimore's own magical Negro. Your thug.
You listening to BeXRadio.com.
Throw it up, watch it all fall out. Pull it up, that's how we ball out. Throw it up, watch it all fall out. Pull it up, that's how we ball out.
Hello. It's the favorite part of your week. It's the Happy Hour Radio Show. It's your girl, Mecca. Give it to you straight, no chaser. You can find me on IG, Mecca_Dawn1. Finally got it.
This is the mother of truth, Baltimore's own magical Negro, your thug unicorn, your gangsta goddess, here on Gangsta Goddess Radio on BeExposedRadio.com. And we are back. Thank you for hanging in there with me, world. Again, you are listening to Tracy Jiggets on Gangsta Goddess Radio, BeExposedRadio.com. And the discussion is getting a little hot in here because we are talking about the plight of the Black man, woman in America. We were discussing with my station mate, yes, and he is here to share his opinion. And the one thing that I am always open to, because we all not going to think the same thing. And the reason why you need platforms like this is to be able to speak your truth.
And this is the only thing I do inside the fight, okay?
I know that's right. So this is the only thing. So lies. So we are here.
What else I do?
Talking about
I'm not handing out flyers.
my station mate let me know that he really wasn't down for the fight and he did not understand what
I'm
the
not
Black
down for the groundwork of the fight.
and why not.
I'm busy. I got a lot going on.
So then my question becomes, if the fight comes to your door,
I'm gonna pull my blinds.
you go. Oh dear. And this is why I pray at night to the universe, to our
And in the morning,
ancestors.
before you
This
go
is why I
out.
call on the spirit.
of the ancestors.
But there are a lot of people who feel that way.
Exactly.
And that's the fight and that's not a fight because people attach the word war to stuff.
That's what I do.
Automatically people die because of the war. But it's a struggle that we can disagree, but we can be on the same page.
Aren't we on the same page?
We're not.
No.
We're not.
Not with me.
You want to know? We in
I support y'all.
Say we in two different churches, but the fact that you can say y'all as if you are not one, like the fact that you were able to completely, y'all. I will give y'all $1. I will let y'all.
I will contribute.
Fight, but the fact that you can say
Very
y'all
little.
and not what you are y'all.
Very little.
You are y'all.
A lot, actually.
You are all y'all. And if we were standing side by side and they said pick out the black person, they're gonna point to both of us. They're not gonna say, oh no, he's all inclusive. He loves the Asian stuff. You're not gonna be exempt.
I will walk around with parentheses
from the foolishness, and you would have to. You better have them. Do you have them today? Because you're gonna need you some parentheses in this world. And as we get closer to understanding the mindset of a Trump.
I'm trying to be the first person on the first flight off of this planet.
Off the planet?
Off the planet.
Okay.
I want to go live on Mars. Because y'all crazy.
Now, I agree that we are crazy, but
y'all crazy. Y'all gonna destroy this planet. Now I don't want to be here with y'all.
Now, that's true.
Now
that we are wreaking havoc.
That's why I'm busy. I got things to do. I'm in a mission to get somewhere else.
But see, and you being so inclusive, you're actually isolating yourself
from the Unabomber and the person that's blowing up stuff and Donald Trump and the rest of y'all. Y'all crazy. Y'all
it's
y'all don't
just
realize
you a one-man band.
I'm out of here.
You are a one-man band.
You're going to get lonely on Mars.
Oh, Lord, he done left the studio. I ain't mean to do that. Come back.
Come back.
No, I ain't mean to do that. No, come back. Yes, you are inclusive. You are here because I want to hear it. But I do have to say, from the Gangsta Goddess perspective, that is definitely, in my opinion, part of the dilemma. That we are not coming together, and why so many people are allowed to
in isolation. So we come together in the meaning that I give you a platform. You got 5 mics and an opportunity to say what you want. I can't. I'm not going to roll around with you down there. I'm just not.
Well, what is this rolling around with you?
I'm sorry. That's just the words that I'm using.
I know,
to
but do you think rolling around is being in the community and engaging a young person? Is rolling around, letting young people know, like, let me tutor you, like you're not doing well.
I'll tutor you for $25 an hour.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry. I gotta go. I gotta go pray. Look, Gangsta Goddess Radio, please stay tuned for I just go off in here.
That was on.
Oh my.
I got drunk one night. This is the night that I put my head through the window and everything.
Why would you do that?
Now, I was sitting on the floor.
All these stories always involve alcohol.
They do. I was sitting on the floor, and my drink of choice back then was vodka and orange juice. It's still my drink of choice, but I don't drink it as much.
I was a 151 kid, straight up.
I love vodka, especially when it was...
that rubbing alcohol.
What
brand?
I love it. Back then, I was hooked on Absolute.
That was the best at the time.
And Pinnacle was like number 2 and stuff like that.
Because they didn't have what's the new one that came out? Yeah, what was the new one?
Ciroc, vodka, and
the other one. Who is real smooth? New Amsterdam. New Amsterdam came out, and it was so.
And Grey Goose. Grey Goose was out at that time too.
See, I didn't drink. I told you 151. That was my.
Yeah, Grey Goose vodka was one of the ones because I love the bottle.
You can light it on fire.
The bottle was hot. It was that shaded, that shaved glass.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I was sitting on the floor and we was talking about something. I don't even remember what we were talking about. All I know is I was bust out laughing. I got ching-ling, ling, 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 glass everywhere. I wouldn't cut it all though. I had to.
Because you had your bun.
Actually, I didn't. I ain't have any hair back then.
Oh.
I don't remember. I don't think I did.
And you ain't cut your hair?
Nope. I was just fine. I was like, oh, your glass broken. It was winter, day to winter.
Check more of these funny moments out when you tune into Be Exposed Radio.
The Artist Exchange, the Artist Exchange, the Artist Exchange, the Artist Exchange, Artist Exchange Live.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org, because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
It is with great pleasure that I welcome you to today's graduation ceremony. Students, when you hear the reason or reasons for your absences throughout the years, please exit the auditorium without your high school diploma. Once you've exited, remove your cap and gown and proceed into the unknown. Too tired. Family trip. Part-time job. Helping around the house. Sick day. Starting the holidays early. Just because.
Starting in the 6th grade, students who miss 18 days or more of school in a year for any reason will fall behind and risk not graduating high school. How many days of school has your child missed this year? Absences add up. Keep track at boostattendance.org today. Brought to you by the U.S. Army and the Ad Council.
Thank you for tuning in to BeExposedRadio.com. Sit back, relax, and listen to this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show.
Football, you basically have a good 10 to 12 years, and that's what it is.
When you have a lot of people retiring early, it's just as funny. A lot of me and my alumni from UVA, where I graduated from, one of our fellow Wahoos, he retired yesterday, 32 years old. To Brickashaw Ferguson, and he's been in the league like 10 or 12 years. So like you said, a lot of guys are making that change on their own now, because they're seeing a lot of things from the concussion movement,
right?
Stuff that's been happening. Is not the noun, it's the effects later, because you see different stories of men are in like their 50s and some are committing suicide because of the banging and the voices or the concussions. And
did you see that?
I haven't got a chance to see it. But
not the movie, but did you see those effects?
I have seen concussions in college where guys have played that whole entire game and didn't realize they was at a football game.
Wow.
But like before the big emphasis came about whole concussions and what's going on, we was taught you just run to the wall. You can't be soft. You shake it off and get back in it. So
the wrong attitudes I had.
Right.
Yeah.
It's really internal. Like you really doing damage, not just to your bones,
right,
but to your mind.
Everything.
Right.
And later on down the line, because just like you said, once the game is over, when you've been in a game and you think about it, because I tell people the NFL, any sports, whether it's male or female, is a semi-military, because you're told when to get up, when to work out, what to eat, when to play.
This is the mother of truth, Baltimore's own magical Negro, your thug unicorn, your gangsta goddess, here on Gangsta Goddess Radio on BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back. Hello, world. Tracy Jiggets here, and you are tuned in. We are live and in full effect on Gangsta Goddess Radio, BeExposedRadio.com. Look here. If you want to join the discussion, give us a call at 410-702-5657, or feel free to text 443-642-9403. Now, I'm in here with my station mates, and I'm about to lose my mind because I just feel like I am faced with one of the main issues in the Black community, and it is a full-fledged black person that can honestly say, I'm not a part of y'all. I'm not here. As if in the lineup, they're going to say, oh, no, not you.
6'8".
He's not black.
I'm 6'8".
No.
I'm 6'8".
Okay, of Negro, that's all you need. One drop is all it takes, baby. We are that black thing is strong. So I am just I'm perplexed a little bit, but I do understand, and I understand that we live in America where this is possible. But it also saddens me, and I'm gonna tell you why it saddens me, because you are needed in your community. Now I'm gonna say this:
the only black power I got
you
is
are.
black.
Well, yes, and the walls are black in here, people. We are dealing with the black walls, and he does operate a station where he does give.
But do you understand that's why the logo is black and white?
No, I didn't know that. See there? Our logo is Be Exposed Radio. It is black and white because you wanted it to symbolize what? Ice cream?
Like, my vision was that it's like over, you know how camera exposure looks? It's all multifaceted in different colors. That's like a negative.
So the black is the negative or the white is helping the black?
No, it's like a negative. You know, a negative is black and white.
Okay. So...
And then you be exposed. And you're doing that. No, that's him.
Not that.
That's
not that exposed.
Dead.
Okay.
No.
So, and I appreciate that.
Anything.
And that's why we're here. So I appreciate that exposure. And just closing out this part of the conversation and just saying that we all need each other.
That's what we're talking about.
And when I say black power, I don't mean exclude the whole world but I do mean take care of your house first. Take care of your people first. Recognize that there is an issue and help. And not be that person that says, well, oh no, they must not be talking to me. And I believe if we all stand together, we have a much better chance, because I think people are under the impression that we have time. In the way that we're living, it's always going to be this way. But if nothing else, Trump has shown me that the mood of the people are changing. And people are getting angrier. And this race thing is at the head of it. And if you're honest, it always has been. Like we're saying, we want to move past race. But we can't do that with the people who we have in office who look down on you and me because of the color of our skin. Like the race thing, it doesn't start with us. We just have to pick up the pieces of what was given to us. I don't think black people out here like race is you not. No, but we do understand that there is a class, and right now we are moving from racism into classism, because that's the new thing, is to put you down, but it's still that system of oppression. And it's going to take all of us. It really is. Nate, you want to close this topic out? Oh wait, no, I want you to.
But no matter how far we advance in technology and time and efforts and how we feel about each other, if we don't solve the issue of race, still having the same problem
what do
with
you call solving
hoverboards.
the issue of race?
Solving you as a white person not looking at me as that I'm lazy because I live in a city. No, nothing else.
But this black man just said you were lazy.
Exactly. But we have to solve those issues within ourselves before we even start addressing the issues that other races have about us.
So what you just said in a nutshell is that, oh, what you said wasn't untrue, but I don't need you because you're white to say that to me.
No, what you said was untrue, because every person that lives in the city is not lazy. This is just where I happen to be. This is where I may have been born. This is where I came to this city wanting bigger things, and I thought the city was where I was supposed to live. And people having that misconception that because I'm black, then necessarily I'm lazy, then I'm this, then I'm that. But it's true about a person or a group of individuals, but it's not about us all. We're not all lazy individuals that don't want anything for ourselves, but a lot of us most of us were void of the opportunities that this person had and this person had. So we have this stuff to work with, and this is what we know. That 4-block radius is real for a lot of people, and because you have the resources, it doesn't give you the right to then squash me. And the issue that I have with a lot of Black people is that feel like they've moved past that, is you've gotten past it, but you never looked. You never came back. You're not reaping or putting back into the system or to that void that you took from and making it any better. If you got out of the hood, the issues are in the hood, but you like, well, that's your problem now. So the problem continues on, and you don't put any stoppers or any roadblocks or any help or aid into that community, so it does progress, so it does get better. But you just feel like I'm beyond that. That's your problem now. And a lot of people have that problem. If you got 5 people that believe that, that's an issue, because those 5 people are going to keep anything else from happening to that community. And it is all of our issues. It is. If one child is suffering or one adult it's our problem, because that eventually that person is going to be a cousin or a brother or a sister. In this being the anniversary of Freddie Gray's death, it should say a lot to us that it affected the entire country. Really, this whole country was affected just by this one situation. And nobody says that Freddie Gray was perfect, but his death was senseless. But because certain people feel a certain way about an individual who sells drugs in the community or who does this in the community, and there are white people and there are Black people who feel like his death was warranted. He brought that on himself. And that's a problem, because he didn't actually be killed. He should have been punished for whatever wrong he was doing, if he was doing any wrong. But you can't say now death is your punishment, because you shouldn't have been out there doing X, Y, Z, and you wouldn't have been running, and he wouldn't have caught you, and you wouldn't have been illegally arrested, and you wouldn't have been slammed in a car. And it goes down. And at the end of that statement is, you don't have the right to say what a group of individuals should be or should not be based on your own personal experiences. And that's all I had to say. Sorry.
Yeah.
Are you waiting for me?
Yes.
I don't have nothing to say to that.
So, nothing to say to that at all?
Because he didn't address my question.
Okay. What was your
question?
I don't remember now.
Okay.
You ranted on so long. I don't know.
He had a lot to say, but I definitely understand where he's coming from.
No, I get where he's coming from.
And to really bring this home, I would say, as a Black woman, I feel like it is my duty to look out for those who are me. Yes. Now, as a human race, yes, I still believe we all have to look. I'm not saying that if the boat was sinking, I'm only going to pick up Negroes. I'm not saying, but I am saying that
just most of them.
We have to go back and figure out what's wrong. Like, we have people who are, Nate mentioned the people who are selling drugs in the hood. But I believe enough people have not stood up to say, hey, this is not the answer, and I'm going to come back for you, and I'm going to show you other things that you could do. But if nobody's willing to do that, so the people that made it out, they like, I made it, sorry for you, so long, sucker. And then you got the people that's still there that don't know, and then they're surrounded by people who could help, but they don't. So that is my issue, and that is the Gangsta Goddess point of view when we come to that issue. Now, Nate brought us in on.
So what kind of help?
Wait a minute.
Are they supposed to provide?
Okay.
Because most of them didn't leave. They just are like me.
Who went to Washington Village.
You didn't leave? You still in the struggle?
I still live in the city.
Okay.
He lives in Washington Village. That's way out of the city.
So
it's right there where they get ready to put $535 million into our area.
Yes, they did. They about to spread the coins around. Yes. But exactly. But you know how that will affect change. And if they have the money
no, because I'm against it.
Well, you have your own reasons why you're
against it because it's not for
For who?
The black folk. It's not for the black folk.
Well, why do you care? Wait a minute, caller.
No, because
Ding,
the
ding,
only
ding, ding,
reason-
ding, ding,
I'm
ding.
not saying that I don't care.
It's
I've never said I
not for
didn't
the
care
black
about the fight.
my
I said I'm not going to do the
Nothing
grunt work.
for the fight. So
what
what
I
do you?
said.
What do you want to be?
That's not what I
You want to be
said.
the Al Sharpton of the fight and just come
I'm doing
at the
something for the
end?
fight we have in this conversation.
Okay,
And y'all didn't have that platform to have this conversation before. So
Okay.
I
10
did
years
my
ago.
part. I did my part. Yeah, 10 years ago, y'all was on AM radio where no one was listening.
You know what? Thank you for bringing us out of the dark ages, oh great one. We appreciate you. Yes, the stars have aligned, and you have put forth. Yes, and God said, "Let there be exposed." Radio, and we are here. Yes, we are so happy. However, there are
I just don't think
things-
that 535 million is never going to be put to use for the real citizens and residents of Baltimore City.
And who are those real? What?
That 535 million to build up Port Covington is to bring in new people
No, that's true.
that are not going to look like you.
Gentrification.
Exactly.
So you gonna miss us when they kick us out?
I'm not
Let's
going to miss y'all.
gentrify.
No, I'm not.
Let's gentrify. Well, then why do you care?
Why
Then
do
you
you
should be
care?
like, bring in the new people. I'm
No.
sick of looking at them.
No, because I think they can build what they have here up.
Interesting. That's
So
part
you
of
want
the-
them to do grunt work?
politicians
Wait, you
is
want
who
them
I-
to do grunt work,
They
but
are
you
the
don't want to do
politicians.
no
They are
grunt
the
work.
ones we elected to do the grunt work.
You don't want
Now
to do no
that's
grunt work.
where
though.
okay, now I remember where I was in my position and what my questions was going to be, because we do have a problem. And a problem is that a lot of us don't believe in our political system. Understandably so. But you can't say you don't rely on our political system and then want something from it.
Okay.
And then you don't want to vote for it, because the vote does matter and it does count. It might be on the popular side, and where it comes towards our governmental election being about delegates, it matters. It still matters, because there's such thing as the popular vote, and which is the individual vote. And when you don't put your voice in there, then you have to shut up.
Well, I'm not going to shut up because I put my voice out there.
Okay,
and
then
I
you
am
get a chance
voter.
to talk. That's why you got the mic.
Okay, so
That
I
should be a
do
part of our
vote.
interview questions. Do you vote?
Do you
Oh no, you
vote?
can't have hold. You can't hold under my mic.
Sorry.
Because your voice don't matter.
However, I do know that as a people, as a gangster goddess, as a woman of blackness that stands on the shoulders of other women and men of blackness who had to work very hard for what they have. And I'm not saying that there are not your share of people who are here to get over. But that is true in every race. And that is true in every part of the world. You have those people. But
survival.
to dismiss a whole race, or to dismiss the whole Black Power movement, or to dismiss anything as noise and as the grunt work, and I'm not going to.
So is that what you thought? Is that how you perceive what I said? Is that I dismissed the Black Power movement?
Well, no, when you
Or-
say I'll give you $1,
That's because I'm not doing that work.
exactly. So that is
Meaning I'll
dismissing.
financially support you.
Not with $1.
That's what I had in my pocket. at
No,
that
no,
time.
see, no, you
if you
were
don't accept
very-
PayPal,
you
if you
were-
don't give me a PayPal option, or you don't have Android Pay,
We do. Girl, you see
If
that
you
big
were-
phone right there?
The Black Power Android app. Go
let me
to the Black
let me
Power.
find out when I go outside and y'all be rallying and stuff that y'all got Android Pays and y'all ready to go.
We
You
are.
won't give it. So your problem is not giving the money; it's technology. You want to use your technology to fund the movement.
Of course. No, I'm not funding the movement. Now, let me tell you this right now. I'm busy.
So you don't have time to even write a check?
This is ready because y'all was getting ready to go crazy because y'all was ready for me to start funding the movement. I'm busy.
You are. See, I don't want you to fund it.
I got
you know what?
employees.
I want you to be out on these mean streets.
I'm not going to do that.
I want you to join me on the streets.
You heard the word she said? She said mean. I'm busy on that day.
See,
It's not gonna be. But it's it's not a fight in terms of fisting and I said fisting, but like
Yes,
a
you
fist fight.
did. Fist fighting.
A fist fighting.
Okay.
It's no weapons. It's just my viewpoint needs to get across so my politicians and those people on the other side of the line can hear what my issues are. That's where the fight isn't what we think war is. It's a different type of war, and it's a war to really save us as a people.
Thank you, saving ourselves. And I just believe that type of attitude is a problem for Black people everywhere.
Which part?
Yours.
Unity.
Yours specifically. I need you to come up. And I need you to realize that you are just as black as everybody else.
I never.
And when the fight go down,
black.
they coming for
My
you
thing
the same
is,
way they coming for me.
Done my part. You cannot.
Okay, let's compromise. Let's compromise. You can get in your car and bring up the rear of the march.
Why would I do that? And I could be at the mall.
Ladies and gentlemen, Black Power. This is Gangsta Goddess Radio on BeExposedRadio.com. Somebody come bring me a drink before I lose my mind with this man. Be right back.
Devil's advocate here.
Takes their eyes off the road while speeding along in a 3-ton hunk of steel. Freaky, right? Well, why not just ask them to stop? Or better yet, volunteer to text for them. It might be a little awkward,
This
but believe me,
flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
If you had a dream venue, where would that be? Like some people want to do Carnegie Hall or like a big stadium
I
somewhere.
want to go with Madison Square. I wanna feel that
So you just
building.
gonna shoot for the moon.
I want to feel it. I want to look out and just feel the vibration of all of those people there to be uplifted and all that. 'Cause that's what I want to do for people.
So are you dancing? Or are you?
I want to implement that. I think I want to start doing some blocking, like not like tear it up, but but just like a
a little 1-2,
hell, a little not voguing, but kind of the essence of it. Very cozy and hit the mark. Yeah, we're not trying to like bust.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hey, what's up? What's up? Welcome to BeExposedRadio.com. We're doing a abbreviated version of the Artist Exchange Radio Show today. Today is actually the open house for Be Exposed Radio. So come on down if you're in the area, 110 East Lexington Street. We got an awesome live DJ. We'll have some vittles very soon. Got a couple spirits being poured. A special spiked sangria is on its way. So definitely come on down to the Big Exposed Radio Studio at 110 East Lexington Street, Suite 200. Just come on up the elevator and join the party. A lot of networking, a lot of promotion and marketing today. Definitely connect and visit.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
Check out this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
So, you know how you around people who really can sing, and they always like, I don't know if it's this time. That's what these, well, at least these two over here are giving me right now. It's not the time, It should be 78.5 degrees in here. 0.25. So they're going to share a little bit, just a little taste, to get you interested, to get you tingling this morning.
Come on in here.
Share a little of that Banji soul with us. Stand behind her.
Okay. Well, y'all singing, y'all might.
Yeah, y'all can sing.
Okay, so this is called What I Thought. It's also on the album.
Don't hold back.
Okay. Y'all ready?
This is the mother of truth, Baltimore's own magical Negro, your thug unicorn, your gangsta goddess, here on Gangsta Goddess Radio on BeExposedRadio.com.
Why don't anybody want to sit in the room with me?
Hello. We are on the air. Welcome, one and all, to Gangsta Goddess Radio. This is Tracy Jiggets, the mother of truth, your thug unicorn, your gangsta goddess, magical Negro, sparkling magically things all about the world, y'all. I am realizing that I'm magical, but I'm going to save that for the end before we close out today's show. Tomorrow is the anniversary of the arrest of Freddie Gray. So this conversation has really come full circle as far as the community and what we can do to assist, to step out there and be a part of, they say if you're not a part of the solution, you're part of the problem.
Not me.
And I believe that being a part of solution does not have to be as big as we make it. Of course, we would like everyone to go big, but it is as small as mentoring a young person. It is as small as donating to your local shelters. It is as small as maybe being a tutor, going into schools, but it's also as small as encouraging young people.
Can I add one to that?
Yes.
Being an employer.
Being an employer, yes. Exactly.
So I've done my part. So you agree with me?
Okay.
I've done.
Well, no, because now this is our moment of truth. You did do your part because you have given me some place to speak all of that is in this head. I have so much going on. But as we come to the anniversary of his arrest, I remember hearing about the arrest, and it wasn't anything that was really different. You know what I'm saying? At that time, once they started to say, okay, and eventually died in custody and, well, in the hospital, but that was, so
that
all
was
of
the
those
surprising part
things.
because I didn't hear of it until it got sensationalized.
Wow.
Well, it was news, but
yeah, it was definitely news. So
see, I don't put it, and at that time I don't even think I was on the air at that time, and I wasn't paying attention to local news as much.
Because you all inclusive, you was listening to all the news.
It's not the time. It's not the time.
You was listening to BBC,
CNN.
Okay,
and then that's when it came across CNN. That's when I was like, oh. They talking about Baltimore. And then that's what like I said, that's how it got hyped up and it was sensationalized. But when they started coming here, I was like, oh, Don Lemon's here. And now I'm paying attention.
You know, shout out to the Black Don Lemon, the poet MC. That was his tagline yesterday. That made me laugh. Oh my gosh. But I am here because I've always considered myself one that, and I saw Anderson Cooper walking down North Avenue, and I stopped and I said, Anderson. And he looked with those eyes of his because I've always thought Anderson was a cutie, but that's not what we talking about.
In Doobies, and then that's also how I, was like, okay, this is getting ready to get serious.
It's real.
Doobies is downstairs from my job, my day job.
Okay.
So,
Well, I'm here to say that we are still no further than we were a year ago. I feel like there was a whole song and dance about Baltimore. And as you said, a lot of people came in Baltimore and they left Baltimore just the way that it was. So I am going to use this last minute of this show to say to you all to do something. I don't care who you dating, who you loving. I don't care, but you have to be aware enough to recognize that there is a problem. And that problem is in the young people. Well, it's the old ones too, but there is a problem and there are things that we can do to help. This show is going to be a platform for those who are out there helping, those who are out there assisting and moving us along, not being exclusive, but understanding that we must take care of our own and we must reach out to those that are us, because at the end of the day, why would we expect anybody else to help if we won't help our own? So I am appealing to that in everyone, and that is what the Gangsta Goddess movement is really about. It is about recognizing who you are and what you can do to make this world a better place. And as cheesy and as corny as that may sound, it is so real. It is so, and we all can pitch in and do one thing. You can do this. Okay, I'm good at this. Okay, I can't do this. But it is because I am raising a young Black man. And I am fearful because there are so many people that are not willing to take the chance. So I know that it is up to me to make sure he has the opportunities and are in the places that he needs to be, but everybody doesn't have a me. So for those that don't have a mother, I was blessed to have parents who were hands-on and who were in there in the fight for my life. And I just think that everybody deserves that. So this is Gangsta Goddess Radio, and I am here to say, people, step out of your comfort zone, do something. I will be highlighting the local organizations who are in the community working to make it happen, but don't wait for me. Don't wait for me. There's a young lady, Erica Alston. Yeah, she is out here, and she's always looking for donations and for things. I know that there is an opening of Tubman House. I would look into. I love him so much. I think that, yes. So I'm just asking you all to get out there in the fight and do something. And if you can't help outside, help yourself, because the better relationship you have with yourself, the more you're able to take that love out to somebody else. So Black women, get out there and get yourself together. Yes, do what makes you feel good. Read a new book. Lay down if you need to lay down. Have a good cry if you need a good cry. Bake you a cake. There ain't nothing. So I said, you know what? Because we are the solution. Yes. And the solution lies in us. So I just want to thank you all for spending this time with the Gangsta Goddess. Let's go out there. I ain't saying burn shit down, but if it comes to that, I need y'all to be ready. Yes. So Gangsta Goddess Radio on BeExposedRadio.com. Thank you for my two co-hosts. We will see you next week. Or you'll hear me next week. But if you want to see me, look at my pictures. I love you all. Gangsta Goddess Radio.
That was fun.
Yes.
You're listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Should I fall out? Pull it up, pull it up. So we ball out. Throw it up,